James? Sweetheart, your son is here to see you.
Please have a seat, Archibald. Just give me a moment. I'm dying, son.
Don't be ridiculous, Father. You're healthy as a horse.
Ah, indeed. An old horse who's dying. Listen, Archibald, these recent business trips I've been taking, they haven't exactly been for business. Last week I went to a hospital in Halifax for some screenings and, well, they weren't very encouraging.
How much time do we have?
A couple of weeks. Month at the most.
I see.
Now, Archibald, you know I've always found funerals to be rather senseless things.
Father, please don't talk this way.
A congregation of people gathered to honor you after you're already dead. For the amount of money you put into the arrangements, wake, reception. Well, after all, the funeral is the last party you ever get to throw and you don't even get to attend.
What are you getting at, Father?
I want to attend my funeral, son. I want to attend and see my friends one last time. To eat, drink, dance.
I don't think most people are going to like that very much.
I think they're going to like it even less when I tell you how I'm planning to go about it.
There's more to this?
Quite. You see, I can't expect decent people to travel hundreds of miles just for a party.
So what then? You're going to make them think you really are dead?
Ah, now you're beginning to catch on.
Father, you can't be serious. So then what? You're just going to pop out of the crate in the middle of the wake?
Now look, I need to know you're on board with what I'm about to tell you. It would be nice to add a bit of comedic irony to it.
And just how do you propose I achieve that?
I want you to slander me, my boy. I want you to say the most awful things you can imagine about me. Make everybody so angry and fired up, they'd be glad to know I was there to hear it.
Oh, I could never. What would people think? Your own son saying such things about his father at his funeral.
It won't matter, Archibald. A few moments later, I'll be up and we'll have our laugh. I'll explain after that you're in on it the whole time.
I suppose if that's really how you want to go about it. It is your funeral.
So you'll do it then?
Yeah. Yes, I'll do it.
Thank you, son. This means a good deal to me. I've taken the liberty of writing something down. I hope you don't mind. But we need to be sure it's a line I'll remember. It'll ruin the whole thing if I miss my mark.
My only regret is that the old Scrooge couldn't be here in a more lively state to hear exactly what I think of him. It's a bit shrewd, don't you think, Father?
Nonsense. If all goes well on your end, it should match the attitude of the rest of your speech. Very well. Well, I guess that is all then, Archibald. Now it's just up to you to think of the right words to say.
All right. Well, good luck, Father. Still can't believe you're doing this, but I suppose it will be rather humorous. Hope everything works out.
Oh, I'm sure of it, Archibald. I'm sure of it.
Well, good night, Father.
Sit still. Try to be a little bit more like your Uncle Archie.
And now, Archibald Douglas would like to end with a few final remarks to his loving father.
Good afternoon. I'd like to thank you all for coming out today. I appreciate it. My family appreciates it. And if the old bullfrog hadn't croaked, I'm sure he would have appreciated it too. Try to keep this short so that we can all hurry on to the reception. I think we'd all agree that's the main reason we're here. But first, I'd like to say a few words about the stiff to my left. No pun intended.
Archibald!
What can one say? I've never been very fond of you, Father, if you even merit the term father. I've always thought of you as a needy, greedy grump of a man. I've waited for this day for a long time. A day when we would finally be rid of your incessant nagging, your ever condescending ways. Even just the absence of your old wrinkled face will be a blessing to us all. My only regret is that the old Scrooge couldn't be here in a more lively state so that he could hear exactly what I think of him. So that he could hear exactly what I think of him. Oh, God.
Archibald, that's quite enough.
Archibald, if you are reading this, my plan was carried out successfully, although I am sure you do not see it that way. For years, you have always done as you pleased, wasting my money and squandering my investments. You have made a mockery of me and of the company that I spent my whole life building. However, you have always done this very tactfully. I doubt that anyone other than your mother and myself have ever noticed this side of you. I see no reason why I should bestow unto you any portion of my estate. I knew all along that I would be dying within few weeks. I saw this as an opportunity to expose you for what you are. It was never my intention to host a mock funeral. I am sure you are curious as to why I would go to such lengths. As I mentioned before, you have always done a good job of keeping your wrongdoings a secret. And as far as anyone knew, you are a loving son. Obviously, it would be a disgrace to my own memory if I disinherited you under those pretenses. Thanks to what I can only assume was a fine performance by you earlier today, everyone now sees you for what you truly are. I can now rest peacefully knowing that my memory will not be spoiled by the gossip of others. I leave you then with whatever money you might still have left in your pockets. This is more than what I had when I originally left home. I hope, for your sake, you can make a new start for yourself. With that, I wish you the best of luck. Your father.